Hydra Player Tracking, Part 9, Miscellaneous Items. Okay, we're on the home screen. So we've covered almost everything. The last button on here is called Player Account. This is a very convenient place to look at a player's account. Okay, for example, this is showing the activity of the player, sessions, dates and minutes played, how many points were earned, etc. You have a button up here that shows redeemed prizes. You can look at all the prizes this player has redeemed. It's just a convenient one-stop location for a lot of things that the player activity and things like that. It's just an easy place. You can also select date ranges. So let's go to the admin panel. Let's go to Hydra settings. Okay, this is Hydra settings. These are numbers that are set as fail-safes. What that means is if, let's say, machines are moved from one port to another and the meters are all messed up because the previous meter read was a certain amount, the next meter read was a completely different amount, and that might cause a lot of problems with the player tracking statistics. So in order to diffuse that, we set maximum number amounts that the meters could possibly move. So we have a max player bet, we have a max player win, max player redeem limit per day, max time played, etc. So these numbers need to be adjusted for your location. These numbers in this particular case are extremely high because they come from Costa Rica. The value of the Costa Rica cologne is $500 to $1 US. So most of these numbers are big, and they need to be a lot smaller in your location. We can talk about this if you like in more detail. Another is manage floors. So if you're familiar with the Hydra Tito system, in order for you to change the floor plans, you literally have to go in and delete a file and add a new file. This is a method that you can do it more automated. You pick the floor. This is to help Hydra. You pick the floor. This is the current graphic that we have. If I wanted to change it, I would change the selected floor image. I would pick the file in the pictures library and I would change the floor plan. It's just a lot easier than going into the Hydra file list and delete files and change file names and casino floor and things like that. Another very good feature is the button called Reposition Machines. Pick the floor. Now in the Hydra system, you would literally have to go in and change the XY coordinates. So the feature here is you can move a machine from point A to point B, and it automatically saves that XY location. That's all you have to do. So you're moving machines, you move the ball where you want it, and you're done. Now, when you go back to the Hydra alarm floor screen, all these changes will be shown. It's very automated. We just automated it with some extra features. Another area is down here in this gray area. We have two buttons. We have one called Edit Player Points, which we never really developed because it was redundant with some of the other screens. But we did develop the Edit Player Sessions. Basically, what this does is it allows you to select a date range and you can edit some of these things if there are errors. In this particular case, there are no errors. You can still edit them. If you had an error, it would be listed right here. An error would be, for example, the meter had exceeded the limit values. The meter went backwards, things like that. It allows you to go in and actually edit these sessions. You can actually change any of these items: the player bet, the player won, the casino win, points win, current points. You can change the current points in the player. You can change his lifetime points. You can do all these different things. Typically, you'll have an error type that you'll be dealing with, and you would make adjustments based on that error.